Well, let's see if the trade happens. See what jersey to try next. Try that one. All right.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. They've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday.
How
you doing?
What's up, man? About to put on a show tonight.
We'll see about that. My team's ready.
Yeah, you better hope so. That's the only chance you got.
I'm going to remember that, freak. It's on.
Hello and welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Freak. Rockets trail by 5. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Freak in at the point. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Freak kicks to Howard. Ariza has the open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Ariza's got his second bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Back to Holiday. Great D that time from Howard.
That's a surprise. Really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. James Harden, third.
He's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
The Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. They're well aware of it, believe me.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and it's Thomas Robinson in for Michael Beasley. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Capella. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Rockets making a switch here. Moore's checked in. For New Orleans, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. There have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
There's Neal with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Deadly from behind the three-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. It opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
1:15 left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside, Scola score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Now here's Beverly looking for his first basket still in this one. Robinson, that's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Screen by Scola, and Cole kicks to Scola, and Capella sends it back. And it's Beverly missing.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the Pelicans making a change here. Agins is checked in, so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist from Moore. Robinson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Here's Neal. He had 10 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Beverly. No good. And so... And we got a close game here as we get back to the 2nd quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers.
Beasley comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Omer Ashik is out there at Blatch. Then it's Norris Cole. Then there's Tyreek Evans. And it's Neal in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Freak. The Rockets again can't hit. New Orleans leading by 3. It's blocked. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Cole. A 17-point game for him in the win against Denver.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Kicks to Robinson. Shot is no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Cole. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Blatch the pass to Neal. There's the screen. Pass to Blatch. Shot clock at 6. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And here we can check out the story on Tyreek Evans. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the Rockets making a change here. Moore's checked in. Puts up a 3. And it's Cole missing. Rockets trail by 4. And it's Moore penetrating. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Cole, defended by Beverly. Scola, a screen on Beverly, feeds it to Usher. He kicks to Cole. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Scola, and the layup is good. Scola's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Now here's Freak. T right on him with the shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And he gets it to go. Scola's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
They grabbed their own miss.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
There's the pass to Cole. He dishes it to Cunningham. And Neal kicks to Scola. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Beverly. No good. And we finished one.
My God, I hope I get traded. These fools cannot make a layup to save their damn life.
Now the second half about to start up. Substitution here. Capella's checked in. Robinson comes in for Michael Beasley. Freak's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Mario Chalmers. So on the floor for Houston. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Harden out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 5. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Here's Neal. And the layup's good off the glass. Neal's got 6.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
It's Harden with the drive, and he's finally able to knock one down. Harden's got his second basket.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
To the paint, here's Scola. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Rockets trail by 7. Robinson sets a screen for Beverly. Got a piece of it.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The open shot by Evans. Robinson pulls it in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good. Freak. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Screen by Scola. To the paint. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in fewest turnovers per game. First in opponent points per game. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's Freak. He has 5. The feed to Beverly. 5 to shoot. Harden inside the 3-point line. That's good on the jump shot. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, I love to see James Harden go to work and shoot that ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Here's Ajinça. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. They get a hand on it. Here's Neal. He's got 6. Evans outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Evans has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome Drew Holiday. He's checked in for New Orleans. Houston also making some changes. James Harden, he's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And Freak subbed in for Mario Chalmers. We've got Norris Cole. Anderson is out there with Gary Neal. Then it's Blatch, and it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Drew Holiday.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Tyreke Evans. Aaron Gordon.
Five seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So it's a narrow victory for the
God, I hope I get traded. I don't know how many layups you freaking miss, and you got James Harden missing that wide open shot. Wow. Fucking garbage.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward. Drew Holiday. He had a double-double. It made a huge difference tonight. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreke Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I –
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans at New Orleans. Robinson is subbed in for Michael Beasley. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. On the court for Sacramento, Collison is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Monty Eunice in at the 4. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against the Raptors.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Booker comes in for Moniunas, and Thomas subbed in for Rudy Gay. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc, they get it back. Capella with the bucket.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Collison kicks to Booker. The pass to Bellinelli. Puts it up from 12. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for. Yeah, listen to the fans giving it to him right now. He is not a crowd favorite tonight.
Yeah, you know, he stirred them up a little bit with some of the things he said, some of the negative comments he's made, so no surprise there.
And Doris Burke spoke with George Karl. Doris?
He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. Collison against Harden, and the wide open shot from Collison. No good off the front iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And a wide open look for Freak. Nailed from three-point land. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The dish now to Booker. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Lets it go from deep. Ariza with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Fires the three. Here's Capella, and that one is hammered home.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Collison kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Koufos, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offense.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Welcome back, folks. Ariza comes in for Michael Beasley. James Harden, he's checked in for Etuan Moore. And Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Koufos checked in for Cousins. Booker comes in for Caspi. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bellinelli in for Darren Collison. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak. Then it's Thomas Robinson. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Rondo dishes to Thomas. They set the screen. Kicks it to Koufos. And it's good. Koufos has got the lead back up to 10 now for Sacramento.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. Here's Thomas. Powered down with both hands.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Capella. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the Kings over the last month, let's see how they stacked up in the league statistically. 3rd in second chance points, 5th in fast break points. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And as for their number 2 ranking in second chance points, that relentless pursuit on the offensive glass has led to a lot of easy opportunities. And believe me, they don't miss many.
Koufos the pass to Rondo. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Rockets trail by 13. Down low and stolen by Booker. And the Kings pushing it up now. Finished off the break. Bellinelli's got 11.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's Harden with the drive. Misses from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And so that's the end of the... We're getting back to the action now. It's been a floor. And then for Sacramento, Caspi. He's checked in for Monty Eunice. Thomas comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Thomas. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Caspi. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Cousins.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. Moore dishes to Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cousins, and it's Booker in for Caspi. Here's Booker. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Rockets trail by 12. There's a good screen. Beverly the pass to Capella. He got right to the cup using that screen. Capella's got 7.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
The drive by Collison. Now the feed to Booker. Gay in the corner. Shot from 16. Second shot opportunity. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Kings ball. Outside Collison. Passes it to Gay. Here's Kufis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Kufis has got his 3rd basket of the night. Beverly against Collison, and Beverly kicks to Robinson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Collison dishes to Kufis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
To the paint, here's Freak. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got 11 points.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Another miss by Gay.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Beverly the pass to Freak. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And here's Collison. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Well, through 3 quarters.
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Chalmers. The Rockets making a switch here. Freaks checked in. Then for the Kings, Kufis checked in for Montejunas. Lance Thomas comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Freak in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. 11 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Montejunas is checked in for Kufis. Gay comes in for Lance Thomas. And it's Bellinelli in for Casper.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Montejunas a screen on Harden. 5 on the clock. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shot.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And making the right plays when they needed to. Closing out this club for the 2nd time this season, this victory pushes their record to 2-0 with 2 games left to go against the Rockets.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Cousins. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Screen by Howard. And Moore kicks to Howard. He used that pick to get in close.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Now Bellinelli. Pass to Gay. High post try. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Chalmers. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's it.
We got to forget about that one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a
too much for me. I'm just ready to win. This is not an option. You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
Defense will be a little I'm just ready to win. This is not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
Defense will be a little too much for me. I'm just ready to win. This is not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win. Losers go home.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk, on the back.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets. And Houston is looking to play Texas big. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Michael Beasley. Nets leading by 4. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Freak, then it's Thomas Robinson, and it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. Right wing, shot clock at 6. Here's Young. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Young's got 8 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's McCallum. 12 points his last outing. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Over to the left wing. And the basket by Kilpatrick. 1:31 left in the first. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's Ariza in the corner. They set the pick. Passes it to Freak. Off target from three-point range. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Sacramento.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific. but yet they continue to try and knock him down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Lopez a screen. There's the dish to McCallum. The kick out to Young. Here's Kilpatrick. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
And he gets it to go.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
McCallum. The shot missing.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go Nets!
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Freak, he's in a shooting guard. He's out there with... Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Los Angeles.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
4 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Nets missing. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Freak. Off the iron that time. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Young. From the line. Dives for it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, a lot of tough teams in this league. Here's where Brooklyn sits right now. 5th in field goal percentage. 6th in free throw percentage. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And they've obviously been one of the elite shooting teams in the league, taking a very disciplined approach offensively, and they have the field goal percentage to prove it. Oh, how pretty was that? Use the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Gaudelock dishes to McCallum. Kicks it to Young. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCallum. And the shot falls short this time.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Robinson. 41 seconds left now here in the second. Kilpatrick passes to McCallum. Here's Bogdanovich. Tries to keep it alive. Off target from outside.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Dishes to Ariza. That one a little long. Nets leading by 10. Pass to Gaudelock. Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. And he trims the lead to single digits. Chalmers has got 5 now. The clock runs out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the third quarter about to get going. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Thomas Robinson comes in for Michael Beasley. Each one more, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Freak subbed in for Mario Chalmers. We've got Bogdanovich, Ray McCollum out there with Curry. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
At the line for 2.
And McCallum drops them both. And so here is Houston, trailing by 13. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Curry has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot.
That's the wall.
Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Tries from 10. They get it back. Capella, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Curry with a wide open look. Kilpatrick slams it home for the putback. And the Nets lead by 15.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center. Welcome to the court.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth. Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Houston. Freak, he's in at the point. Beasley out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Howard in at the 5. Ariza has the open look. Another miss by Houston.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Jack with it, and it's Howard picking him up. The feed to Gaudelon. He kicks it to Curry. Clock at 6. Here's Gaudelon, defended by Chalmers. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Move it.
Rockets trail by 15. And it's Ariza in the corner. Feeds it to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's going to be on Jarrett Jack. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Goodwin. Young comes in for Gaudelon. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Curry. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got his 4th assist in this one. Freak with it. Now Jack defending. Freak kicks to Beasley. Freak sets a screen for Harden. Back to Beasley. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Jack. And it's Lopez penetrating, rebounded by Howard.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right. Young, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Beasley. The three-pointer is right on target. Beasley's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court, your Knicks dancers.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Brooklyn.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Young. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And Jack, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Beasley.
Check out the game for Jack. He's got 8 points and 4 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Thomas Robinson comes in for Michael Beasley. Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for James Harden.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jack against Moore. Here's Lopez. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the pass to Moore. He dishes it to Capella. Unloads from 13. Missed. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's get...
Kevin, we have
the 2K Sports postgame show.
I'm going to do one more. Hopefully this trade happens.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as
We've seen these type of nights over and over from him. I mean, he's going to give you everything.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and
defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option. You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off. I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
winners win, losers go home.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the New York Knicks. For New York, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be
The crowd is assembled here at the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah. To cheer on the Jazz. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg. Anthony. Here's Burke in the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Aflalo is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Favors sets the pick for Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Back to Favors. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Roten kicks to Aflalo. The shot misses. And Utah the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Favors with the screen. Burke, the pass to Favors. Here's Hayward. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Freak kicks to Roten. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Here's what Utah's going with.
Man, he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Matt dishes to Hayward. Here's Matt. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Freak passes to Roten. Baseline try. New York, no good that time either. Jazz trail by 6. We'll now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
And thank you for that, Doris.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Hood. Oh, Quinn defending. Here's Mack. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Knicks leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Roten misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Here's Hood. He's covered by Roten. Out to the wing. Here's Ingles. It's rebounded by New York. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the...
And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skill.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
I just like the way that...
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Williams. Back to Anthony. The good-looking shot from the wing. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's Hood. He's covered by Roten. Hood kicks to Ingles. Another miss by Utah. The Knicks leading by 7. 3-on-3. Teardrop shot. Anthony can't hit.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Freak kicks to Anthony. There's the feed to O'Quinn. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Here's Mack looking for his first basket still in this one. With the no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Knicks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And stolen by Freak. And pushing it up. Here's New York. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jazz trail by 9. Hood dishes to Withy. There's the pass to Hood. And stolen by Freak.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
The Knicks leading by 11. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Freak sets a screen for Roten. There's a screen by Williams. And that one's good. Roten. Roten's got 11.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the first half is...
Well, Carmelo...
They're doing a lot better here. Shit. See if I can keep it going.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Freaks checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Austin Rivers in for Tony Rote. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. Then it's Exum. Then there's Alec Burks. That's the group right now for Utah. Jazz trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Freak passes to McGee. Outside Williams. Anthony kicks to Rivers. New York moving the ball around. Nobody near Williams. And the Knicks miss again. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Favors. Anthony dishes to Williams. Here's Freak. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Burks, the pass to Favors. There's the pick. Anthony with the block. And stolen by Favors. Exum kicks to Favors. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
A different look for Utah. Hood comes in for Alec Burks, and Max subbed in for Exum. New York leading by 12. Williams kicks to Freak. Outside Anthony. 1:09 left to play here in the third. McGee sets the pick for Anthony. Off target with his 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Over to the left wing. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Hood's got 5 points so far. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 43% for the game. 40 seconds left to play in the third. A nice shot by Rivers.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Jazz trail by 12. And Mack kicks to Favors. There's the pick. He dishes it to Hood. Favors with a screen on Anthony. Hood. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Hood's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Knicks leading by 9. Rivers kicks to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good. Freak. And both free throws good from Freak.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Hayward outside with one on the clock, and it goes at the buzzer. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. New group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Freaks checked in for Anthony. And it's Rivers in for Tony Wroten.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
Their superior ball handling won it for Amir Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Carmelo Anthony. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Williams is out there with a follow. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Rivers in at the one spot. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what?
I'm getting better.
I don't care what the matchup is.
Keep
You
on, keep
never
it going.
expect a road team to...
Okay, good ratings. Nice, nice. 4 steals, 5 assists, 4 points, 3 rebounds. That's good.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on... And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
You certainly had a good defensive game. Don't you wish your teammates would help out a little more on that end?
Maybe sometimes, if I'm being honest. It can be frustrating when a teammate gets beaten. I got to help out. Hey, but I'm the big dog, and that's what I'm getting paid to do in the story.
It was a great win for the team tonight. What can you take out of such a positive overall performance?
I knew the team was capable of a performance like this. I was feeling it tonight even before the game, telling guys in the locker room that this game was ours. Now I just got to keep them hungry, not let them forget how dominant we could be. Huge win tonight. Huge win.
With just having joined this team, are you having any trouble developing chemistry with your new teammates?
No, I won't say that at all. It takes time to adjust to a new team, and that's no different here. I've already gotten to know a lot of these guys pretty well, and I feel like it's going to be a great fit for me. So I hope that answers you guys' question.
All right, last one. Let's do this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Kings in Sacramento. So for the Kings, their last game, a loss to Utah, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking.
We are in Sacramento, California, home for the Kings in an interconference basketball game here. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Freak.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Bellinelli. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Anthony with it. Freak kicks to Anthony. Lopez a screen, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw. Freak passes to Anthony. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. Clock at 6. And Aflalo kicks to Freak. He tries for 3. They get it back. The Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. To the middle. Here's Rondo. And count it. 2 points for the chance for one more at the free throw line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Trevor Booker comes in for Monty Eunice. Thomas checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Bellinelli. New York, no good that time either. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Collison. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Collison's got his first points of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And O'Quinn kicks to Freak. Releases from the wing and drills it. Freak's got his first basket. The Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Collison against Rivers. Collison dishes to Kufis. Kings moving the ball around. And the wide open shot from Collison. Rebound by Williams.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Freak passes to Rivers. Rebound by the Kings. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
Now here's Rondo. Following the miss by Austin Rivers. Tries it from 9. And the shot is good. And that's now 9 points for Rajon Rondo.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Here's Freak. No luck. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Now the dish to Koufos. Over to the wing. There's a good screen. Collison, no good. Knicks trail by 4. And McGee kicks to Freak. Feeds it to O'Quinn. Dishes it to Freak. Goes up to the stripe. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. No shortage of scoring. And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help. And some changes here for the Kings. Moniunas comes in for Rudy Gay. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bellinelli. And then for New York, JaVale McGee's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Moniunas out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Collison. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caspi in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz played some very good basketball. He chipped in his share of points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Now, here's Roten. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz. Pass to Freak. From the top of the key, and that one's good. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Outside Rondo. Kicks to Moniunas. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Roten, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Roten's got 6.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 9. Up top, Cousins. Covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Williams. And here they go. Here's Roten. That's good. And it's a 4-point Knicks lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
The Knicks leading by 4. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. Kings shooting around 41% on the night. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Cousins. And he dunks it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's Freak missing. A drive by Collison. Pass to Montejunas. Shoots from 14. Here's Cousins. And the first half comes.
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication. They trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going. So.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. For a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Booker comes in for Montejunas. Thomas checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. On the court for the Knicks. Freak in at shooting guard. Kyle Quinn out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Williams. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. And Booker kicks to Kufis. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 11. Goes back up. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For New York, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. The free throw off from McGee. Here's Gay. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Kings have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That's good from Rudy Gay.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
From the corner, and it's Freak missing. The Kings trail by 10. Gay outside. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is off. And New York the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And here's Collison out to the right wing. Right side, Thomas. Back to Collison. Kufis inside. He's guarded by Williams.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Kufis drops them both. Here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He feeds it to O'Quinn. The pass to Rivers. He kicks to Freak. Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound. McGee. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from McGee. The Kings trail by 10. Collison dishes to Booker. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Caspian, he's checked in for Sacramento. Zinkis, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 10. Rivers kicks to Williams. And there's the feed to Rivers. Here's Freak. From the top of the key, he buries it. Freak's got 8.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, It means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Shape up. Shape up.
Here's Collison. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Caspi. From deep three-point range, shot's good. Caspi's got his second bucket.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target.
Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Sacramento making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Collison is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Cousins in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
New York, no good that time either.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for him.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
Here's Freak. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for New York.
Carmel.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Robin Lopez. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
Defense will be a little too much for them. I'm just ready to win. This is not an option. You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going. This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
This is it. This is for the money.
All right, I'm ending it right here. Pick it up tomorrow. I'm out.